What's up, y'all? This Lion Chaser bringing you an unranked match. We've got the Detroit Lions versus the 49ers. I'm playing as the Lions. I'll come right out and tell you from the beginning, this was a heck of a game here. I didn't know if I was going to win this one. It was tight, but it was also a heck of a comeback. Wait till you see what I mean. This game right here should show everybody that, you never give up. I don't care how many points you're down. You just make adjustments, play your game, and you can get back in it, And as I was talking, you see he gashed me with Frank Gore. Threw that little toss on me. So right where we pick it up now is I'm trying to move the ball. I was trying this and that. He tried to come back out and throw that toss on me again. Like, no, I can't be. You can't get me with the same play now. Not back to back. But he didn't give up on it. Look at that. He got yards off of it that time. Knocking me knocked his butt out of bounds. And he picked up a few in the middle. He was moving that ball. When the game first started, I said, okay, we got a runner here, So he's going to try to run this ball, so I'm going to have to tighten up on that. So, he tried to squeeze one on the outside. He was steadily, look at that, play action. Oh, man, he beat me good on that. Had me looking like a fool. Sure did. So I said, let me get my little game on. Start giving it the best. I hit him with a play action. Got a few yards, Right now I'm thinking though 14 ain't too bad. It's still early in the game, Early in the second quarter, so I wasn't worried at all right now. And I was just trying to move the ball. That was a nice pass there to Titus Young. And yeah, I was getting something going, I did have my receivers did every now and then have a case of the drops, if you know what I mean. Putting the ball right in the bread basket and they dropping it. And then he picks it off, as if it wasn't bad enough. I was down 2 touchdowns, I throw a pick. But, we still not giving up, He tries to throw a screen, we covered that screen real good. He was all over that. Tries that little stretch on me. We shut that down. He tried to spread it out on me. That was incomplete right there. Tried to hit Gore. There you go, running that outside. He killed me on that outside. Look at that. Man. I said, man, I got to tighten this thing up on Gore. We hit old Johnson Jr. on Calvin there. Couldn't quite get it to Calvin on that one. Calvin had a decent game, though. Burleson. So he got the ball back, trying to hit me with Gore again. Like, if it's working, stay with it, right? I like that. Wide open, look at that, wide open. Vernon Davis. Just like the real 49ers, give you heavy doses of Gore and Davis. You know how that go. You didn't get that one, though. Yeah, man, I am so disappointed in my Lions today. I tell you. As we lose another one to the Minnesota Vikings. Another game I felt that we should have won, and I had it counted as a win at the beginning of the season. I figure by now we'd be 3-1, not 1-3. But like I tell everybody, it's still the beginning of the season. We can't give up. It's too early to give. And then right there, I hit Calvin Johnson for a touchdown. A much-needed touchdown. That only put me down, two right there, beginning of the third quarter. So. Right now, I ain't panicking too bad. Ain't no thing. I know I can get back in it with my passing game. So that's what I did. I went more to the pass and to the play action. Here I got some good yards with old Best. Best did his part, I must say. He's all in my backfield on that. Look at that, good catch by Young. Thread the needle. That's one thing about Stafford on this game too. I like Stafford. He's a pretty good quarterback. He might not get the credit that Aaron Rodgers or Brady or Breeze or some of them guys get, but he's pretty accurate. He can throw a nice deep ball too. Damn, threw another pick. I don't give up though. That's one thing about me. I don't let picks scare me. It's part of the game. Just because I threw that pick don't mean I'm going to stop throwing the ball. He threw a screen out. The computer covers screens a lot better this year. I noticed that. It used to be, shoot, if you was in zone, somebody throw a screen on you, that's big yardage automatically, or even a touchdown. You know, last year I was almost afraid to even play zone, especially if I knew it was a person that liked to throw a lot of screens. But anyway, here we go. That was a nice catch. Nice. You just put that right over the top for old CJ. Put it too high on that one. That was another one right there, right in the bread basket. Should have had it. If it hit you, oh, I threw another pick. Kept going to the well, you know. It was fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, you got to put it in the air, especially if you're down by 2 touchdowns. You can't be scared. Can't run the ball. But this is where my defense tightened up. I tightened it up. I made some adjustments right here. As a matter of fact, I played more coverage. As you can see, I dropped back. I played a little more coverage. And he kind of fell right into my trap because he started trying to throw the ball. He got away from the run. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'm going to keep doing this. Matter of fact, what I said was, I said, I'm going to stay on the defensive lineman and I'm going to cause the pressure. I'm going to put the pressure on the quarterback. You'll see. And there I hit Johnson for another one. Hit Johnson again. Make Johnson earn his paycheck. That's what I'm doing right there. That one could have been ugly. Come out with the slants. Come out with the slants. 2nd and 10. Bam, Burleson. He didn't get the first, but he's close. 3rd and 1. Damn, oh. CJ should have caught that. Stafford, nice catch by Pettigrew. That's what I'm talking about. Hands, you got to use your hands. So here I am. I'm trying to get within 1 score, and I do it right there, right over the middle. Thread that one in there. Now I got to play some defense. This is where I tightened it up. No obligata on that. So he goes with Gore again. You know, we shut the run down. He's able to somewhat contain Gore. So here I am. I'm putting the rush on myself. Bam, he fell right into it. Right into it. Computer pick. So right now I'm sitting at, what's this, 35 seconds. I can tie the ball game up. Bam, I hit Young. That was right on time there. That was right on time, the little outside post. So now it's tie ball game. All I got to do is stop him from scoring. That would have been ugly if he'd have caught that. You know, I just played coverage, sat back, and look what he did, you know. Trying to be greedy. Trying to be greedy right there. I can smell it right here. I said I was down 21, but I can smell a victory. It's going to be pretty. Hit Scheffler for that first down. I said I need to get a little closer than that. And here's that play action. Caught Pettigrew on the slant. And it was all but over then. A little easy field goal. We came back and put that one in the win column. Thank y'all for joining me on this unranked game here. And check back in and subscribe with me. This is Lion Chaser checking out. Till next time. Peace.
What's it like for a team standing on the sideline waiting to see if the kicker can win the game for your team?
Jim, it's very nerve-wracking to know that you have nothing to do with the outcome. It's all up to the kicker now. You've watched him make it many, many times in practice. When they do it in the game, that is just exciting stuff.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim